Professor here. I'll be playing Kenshi today. I'll start a new game. Let you see what's up. So there's a character customizer here, pretty in depth. I'm gonna make my guy super hunched over. Um, I'm not showing you a lot of stuff, but you can you can do a lot with your character's body shape and size. There's not a lot you can do with the faces right now. Um, this is the version of Kenshi that I'm playing right now is 0.32. Point 4.0 just came out, I think today, in which you can do more buildings. Um, anyway, when you get started, you have a couple medkits and a weapon, and that's about it. You've got some cash. You could hire someone right away, but I'm gonna try and coerce some people into getting in a fight with the guards. You can fast forward at pretty much any time, which is really useful. This game is huge, so being able to fast forward while your character is running is, well, just amazing. Um, as you can see, I got the attention of these bandits, and as they were coming to fight me, I ran back toward the city guards, and they started a fight. I think, yeah, there we go. I think it's really cool that I can just trigger my character to fight someone and then just sit back and kind of watch as this melee goes on. That guy's dead. My character, being a new character, has pretty much no abilities whatsoever. Um, so he's just gonna be more or less. Oh wow, he actually hit someone. More or less, he's gonna be pretty useless. And as you can see, more and more guards keep on joining in as this goes. The guards can eventually be overrun. Um, there's no limit to the amount of people you can have in your squad. So if I can continuously find people to hire, I can rank up enough guys that I could actually take on the guards if I wanted to. Um, when a guy dies, you can loot his body, and no one really cares, and then you can go sell it. The mask right there doesn't have any textures, but it's also not, or it has textures on the bodies, but doesn't have a logo for when it's in inventory. It's not worth anything, so I'm not going to pick any of them up. Ooh, he has armor. What's also cool is you can pick up dead bodies and, oops. You can pick up dead bodies, so I'm gonna fill this guy with some of the gear and then carry him into town so that I don't have to make a bunch of trips back and forth. I this looks pretty weird how it's just like, oh yeah, you can also do, sorry, hold on. It looks kind of weird how my strategy is to just pick up dead guys and carry them into town, but right now there's not a lot of other ways to make money, so yeah, I usually just draw little guys in. Right now I'm healing myself. The health system is pretty interesting in this, as each limb and body part has its own health section, and you also have bleeding damage, which causes you to really pass out. It's really hard to actually die. You have to be passed out and just lay there for a couple days. Oh, in the background you can see lots of guys walking back and forth. Um, you have to lay there for a few days, and then eventually you'll bleed out. There's talks that Lo-Fi Studios is going to add in some sort of predators or monsters or something. Oh yeah, you can kind of just like walk through some of these counters. It's kind of weird, but the physics engine for this is PhysX, which isn't the best, uh, but it's still better than nothing, and it's kind of cool that there's a physics engine, ragdoll physics engine, in this kind of weird RPG free-form game. Those bandits earlier, I could not have fought them on my own, I wouldn't have done well. If when you're trading, you kind of have to move around the inventory of the shop keeps right now. There's that sounds like that's going to be fixed as well to kind of just auto layout so that it's easier to fit stuff in. Let's see. Right now my guy is holding his leg and his stomach, I guess, because he's injured. Even though I've healed him back up, it will take a while for that to go back up. I got 2 points in field medic and nothing in fighting, I guess. What's cool is the skills are determined by what you actually do rather than just you putting points into them. So if you're good at fighting, you'll get more points in fighting. I mean, if you make your guy fight a lot, he'll get more points in fighting. Excuse me. Let's hire this guy. Clifford. Deal. Make him really tall and a creep as well. Perfect. This guy, Clifford, he was one of the basic recruits. They only cost 700 cats, which is the form of money in this, for Catan credits, I think. Catan credits. He's got a sword and 2 med kits, which is pretty good. And his skills are all basically 1. There's some good teamwork that you can do. You can have someone follow or bodyguard, or you could all just travel in a big group. I'm gonna have him follow because Professor is injured, while Clifford is not, so Clifford would be a little bit faster. That's also something interesting about the injury aspects, is if your legs are injured, you're gonna move slower. I think stomach as well. If your arms are injured, your fighting ability is gone. Head, chest, and stomach injuries, I think they slow you down, but those are the ones that will really knock you out if they get critically injured. These guys, I don't really know. Oh, that's a caravan. You can talk to them and presumably eventually trade with them. Oh shit, they're getting in a fight. I guess I'll help them out. You could also raid these guys if you wanted to, but my guys are not going to be able to do that. Fast forward. Here we go. I'll have Professor attack this. No, let's have both of them attack this guy. These guys, this caravan, if they get injured, they heal each other up. They're kind of just a roving team. And I presume that they have some sort of mechanic for actually like fixing things up. And they just ran away and left me to fight this guy. Oh well. This enemy is the hungry bandit type enemy. They're the weakest ones, so my guys should be able to do pretty well. Yeah, they're doing good. Let's see. I guess after this, I'll head over to one of the towns and show you some of the other cities. Yeah. And so after a while, these bodies don't really disappear. So after a while, the map is kind of just, especially near city gates, are pretty well covered in dead guys. I'm gonna heal up real quick. This is covered in dead guys. You can move bodies, and what's pretty interesting is you can do first aid on anyone. So those caravanners who just walked by, I could have healed them. There's no disposition thing in this yet, so they really wouldn't have cared if I did that, but I do get the field medic experience, which is always good. That's why I had Professor heal himself and Clifford, because he's got the most focus on field medic. There's a city up there, as you can see. This map is really huge. You can build buildings in the system, which is pretty cool. So I can claim an area of ground just
and I don't need to purchase the purchase the land or anything. It just has to be far away from a city, and I can set up my own stuff in this 0.40 update, which came out today. This is not from today. What did they add? They added um, lots and lots of building systems, which is really cool. Uh, uh, um, let's see, where's the trade thing? After an embarrassing long time, I have found the trade area, and I'm gonna go in and sell those swords and pants that I got from the that's better from the desert bandits from earlier. um, you can also pick up trade supplies from these guys, and then shit, um, and run from town to town and trade whatever you have to slowly gain more money that way. However, it's much quicker to trick bandits into fighting the town guards and just picking up the pieces after that. However, it's a lot more dangerous because, as you can see, all of my men have been injured. And the fewer men you have, the more dangerous it is, because if all of them get injured, they just lay there and die slowly, and you have to watch. Let's pick up another guy and make him as creepy as possible with his big hunchback. Perfect. My army grows. Um, oh, I thought that was a guy that I could hire. Yeah, the guards. There's guards in every single shop, and they make sure that you don't steal things, and will kill you if you try to. I think that you can steal. I haven't seen anything that I could actually steal from. I might not have looked very hard. This guy is a swordman. They come with skills that are already ranked up. So he has like a 10 in skill, or a 10 in sword fighting, whereas my character probably has 1 right now. And then that guy was a medic. There's also engineers, which are really good at building stuff and carrying around building materials. Here's my party, my army of freaks. uh, Let me see if I can show you some models for the buildings. Nope. No. I was hoping I could lay out some outlines so that you can see what they look like. But it's pretty cool. There's beds and containers that you can build. Here's the map. There's a significant amount of cities. My favorite one's named Shark. And there's factions. The Sand Ninjas seem to hate me. Like I said, there's a significant amount of cities, and you can trade within them. They all have most of the same supplies for sale, just some of them have more. I guess that's about it that I've got. Anyway, Kenshi, it's pretty cool.